Narc Bullies, it's your boy King David. Let's go. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Hope you're handling bully business. I know I am. And business is good. Let's talk about it for a second, y'all. Look, it's that bad boy season, man. And I ain't talking about P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm talking about bad boy as in, listen, time to go against the grain and just be who you are, man. You know what I mean? Last night I had an epiphany. And today I've been fasting all day, haven't eaten anything, and I feel fantastic. I feel incredible. I'm not recommending it to anyone. Don't do it if you're not built like that. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I am here to slowly try to talk you gentlemen into being the best versions of yourself. And I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that's going to be something that's going to probably be outside of the social construct. You're going to probably be, I heard a young woman saying this in one of her videos, so I appreciate that. But you're probably going to have to be like a Wolverine, anti-hero, man. You can't be Cyclops or Captain America. We can't all be that. Some of us got some backstory. Some of us got some tower moments that we had to get over. Some of us are military guys who weren't able to keep our hands completely clean in Iraq or Afghanistan, right? Who've seen some things. So we're not going to all be these Captain America, you know, type of guys that ain't never done nothing or got their hands dirty or never busted a grape, okay? So, I mean, you're going to be that Wolverine type. What's wrong with that? I'm sure you all remember Wolverine and X-Men having the best seasons. Whenever he showed up, things got done. Don't act like you didn't like seeing Wolverine handling his business, man. You know, and he had problems, right? The man had problems, had some issues, but he was still a good guy. There's nothing wrong with that. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you living? I love it when y'all jump in the chat and participate. Man, this is the dopest channel, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am falling in love with this channel, y'all. I am. I'm falling in love with this channel. I was just on 2 other channels. People were watching. Nobody joined in. Y'all joined in as soon as y'all seen me pop up. Hey, man, salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? 9 months in, big dog. Hey, keep it going, man. Man, you already in the superpowers, man. You already know what's going on. And you know you're getting gang stalked. Once you realize that you got God's seed, have you not realized what they do? This is what they do. They're always trying to get us to look at everything. Look at it from a broad perspective, an eagle's point of view, right? Birds, a hawk. You know, I love hawks too. I love hawks and eagles. I love all birds, man. I'm a bird fanatic. Just learn that. But if you look at it from that point of view, man, they're trying to get us to release our seed all the time. If you break down almost everything that they're promoting, it's a way for men to release their seed. Why is that? Why is that? See, that's what we have to start thinking about. Why is every advertisement, why are the cheeks, you know what I'm saying, able to be put up on any video? Man, I was on YouTube and a woman was naked. She was naked, y'all, on some naked yoga or something. I don't know. All I'm saying is this. They're seeing that we're not doing it on our own. And it's, you know, black men, all men, we're kind of like thinking and we're kind of coming together. And we're not coming together in a sense like one united, but we're talking the same stuff from different points of view. And I really believe this. Gentlemen, you don't have to believe me, but I do believe AI is somewhat sentient. I think it's been around forever. And with us waking up like this, see, when men wake up and they retain their seed, stuff starts happening, right? They start, you know what I'm saying, building nations or, you know, collaborating and start making some change. It don't matter if women are coming together. They're going to spend their money on shopping and things of that nature and arguing online. But when men are waking up, things shift, paradigm shift, and they know. And all their when I woke up, that's the first thing I noticed. You know, that's why I started listening to country, because I'm like, listen to this rap, and it's just like the rap is go get them, knock them down. The R&B is like, oh, she hurt you, but don't let her go, or he hurt you and don't let him. It's just the same cycle to get you to be hurt and go back. Just like online, all these narcissistic channels taking off. I could have stayed on the narcissism thing, but the problem is they're always talking about how the narcissist is great, you know, evil person, and they'll always win. And these people are broken. And they're going to have you sticking around with broken people. Something happens, you walk away from them, man. That's it. And the more you get enlightened and the more that you stay away from women, it's like the matrix starts tripping like, oh, What's up? What's going on? These guys will be blowing loads everywhere, staying depleted, not thinking, looking for cheeks, spending their money on cheeks, spend their money to get nice brand clothing because the cheeks says so. They're supposed to be out here trying to get a nice car and getting in debt because the cheeks says so. They're supposed to be wearing Jordans and everything expensive because the cheeks says so. Now they're saying they don't care what the cheeks are saying. They start gang stalking you. We don't know if just these gang, listen, even your exes have jobs and you know all the problems that they always get into, so they can't gang stalk you all day long. How am I getting gang stalked at 3 a.m.? Once I realized that the social, I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I'm not gonna get this channel messed up, but let's just say that, you know, AI be doing this thing. And that thing never sleeps. I got up at 4 something in the a.m. I had 2 gang stalkers in my comment section running off at the mouth, saying a bunch of belligerent stuff, man. And I'm just like, what are you doing at 4 something in the a.m.? There's no way. I was even saying, you got my notification set? Yeah, AI does. And AI can make a troll account like that. We're thinking too, you know, linear. And they want us to think the internet is any smoke and mirrors, baby. And who do you think the master conductor is? The doggone AI is God in this thing. AI can make a troll account and troll you all AM. You know what I'm saying? Just be trolling you and you're like thinking it's your ex or some haters, and the haters are like, well, we do troll you, but we got jobs, fool. We ain't doing it today. You know what I'm saying? This guy's going insane. That's what they want you to seem like. They can do all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? To make you feel like, you know, there's a lot of people. When you start thinking of it like just the system itself, realizing, okay, you can feel the aura of a guy or a woman that's on their purpose and not out there sleeping with a bunch of people. You can feel it. Through their videos or in person, you can feel it. You don't think that they can't feel it either? You don't think they can't tell that you're kind of bending the laws of this matrix? They can tell, but they can't come after you directly because you don't understand how powerful God is. See, they spend all your life having you literally take all the power from you by as soon as you're born. They're using maritime law and admiralty law, like playing with words because you're breaking your mother's waters and all this stuff, and the birth certificate is your whatever they call it when a ship docks. They're doing all this play on words to take your sovereignty from you. So you're a slave from the time you get in here. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't know how they shadow ban or whatever, but if you know anything about, you know, people's social security numbers and a straw man and, you know, that name on your birth certificate that's all capital letters is your straw man on the stock market. You know, it's a big thing, okay? But what they do is they take your power from you. So they're doing that all your life. They're giving you all these things as a child as you're growing, feeding you all this fake history, having you worry about bills and things that don't matter. And next thing you know, you're stressed out of life. You don't know what life's about, and you're just a robot slave. Well, we're taking our sovereignty back. And it's freaking them up because it's freaking them out and messing them up, because what happens is when men and women, because we're two sides of the same coin, we need each other. When men and women stop participating in the gender wars and the working and all this, the construct, it falls apart. It starts glitching. We start noticing things, and they can't, because most of the time this stuff is happening anyway, but we're not noticing it because of all the way to keep your mind in these little, I think of them like little distractions, man. Anything and everything that has to do with celebrities and anything that has to do with, you know, things that go on, it's distractions from something else. And they keep you caught up with that kind of stuff, and you can't never think. But when you start thinking right, it's like, whoa, hey, this ain't, what's going on here? You're putting 2 and 2 together, and you're like, well, I don't even, you know what? Why am I going to argue with these women that I'm never going to see in person? Why am I having a debate with a woman that's obviously online just to argue with the man? She's not going to change her opinion on life based off this one conversation. What am I doing it for? I shouldn't be doing it. Why am I on here? She don't matter to me. What's going on? And you start putting things together, and you're just like, and next thing you know, the gang stalking comes out of nowhere. A little guy like me with my small channels, why am I getting gang stalked every day? I know other YouTubers that are fitness channels just like me. Start off not the same way I did, a fitness channel. They stay fitness channels or whatever, but they're not pushing the envelope on nothing and not bringing nothing up. They barely ever get gang stalked. Every video on TikTok, I get gang stalked. There's always somebody in my comments. And then on my YouTube channel, most of the time I end up getting 1 or 2. on one of my channels. It's unlikely somebody as small as I am should be getting that kind of hate unless I'm really pushing some buttons and bringing up some stuff that's really, you know what I'm saying, causing men to think. So if you're getting gang stalked and the different levels, they do it in person, you know, they do it in person, and they also do it online. Know this about gang stalking. They can't take you out. Problem solved. You're too anointed. They can only play with your mind and try to get others to think that you lost your mind. But you're too powerful to take out. You're too powerful. Oh, you got some more stuff in here. Yeah, this heat is changing people as well. My dad, you know what I'm saying, my ex went crazy and ran off with some person, I don't know who she ran off with. Then left me with all the stuff that she owned as well as mine in the place, and I got evicted from the townhome that I was renting. And the owner tried to throw me out my back, but I knew the law, so I had 30 days to get stuff out. I put this woman's stuff in storage. Do you know that she tried to make it seem like I stole from her storage unit? Like as if the storage unit don't have cameras showing that I was loading things into. She was telling everybody I was stealing things out of her storage unit. I loaded her storage unit up for her. She went crazy and ran off with her family and some lover or lovers or whatever. She has like things where I guess she sleeps with a group of people. They just sleep around with each other. I don't know what they do, man. I don't know what these kids be doing. I don't know, man. I ain't got time for it. All I know is there's a bunch of HOEs and they out there doing, you know, sleeping around with each other. I don't participate in that kind of crap. Right? So she left, wanted to do all that. That's weird to me. Like being with somebody 9 years, and it's the sun and the way that we're changing. The earth is ascending, man. We're all ascending, and people that are not meant to ascend, meaning they're not really here to be on a high vibration, they're staying where they're at, and they were always that way. I'm pretty sure your brother, he's acting up like crazy now, but he's always been that way. My dad, for example, the dog tags that I wore in Iraq, both times while I was in the military, my dad, when I found my place out here, after my ex, you know what I'm saying, ran off, left me with everything, I put all her stuff in storage, took all my stuff to my dad's house, and for 3 months I was looking for a place while paying my dad rent, whatever, and saving money. So I found a place out here after not telling him about it. He got mad I didn't tell him about it, I guess. I don't know why he got mad about that. But when I was telling him about the places I found, every place fell through. One place I had doggone near written, you know what I'm saying, signed the lease, and it fell through for no reason because he's sending spell work and wickedness towards me. And so I get all my stuff and move into this place, go back a day later, get the rest of my stuff. My dad locks me out the house. He got COVID or something, right? Now, here's the thing. I've never had COVID, and he's gotten all the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk too much about this. I know it's sensitive, but he's gotten all the stuff affiliated with it and all the boosters, and he got it and blamed me. Why would you blame? I've never had it. I've never gotten the, you know what I'm saying? The, you know what? I never gotten none of the boosters. I'm a pure blood. So why are you blaming me? It just seems like a lot of stuff's going on, and we're just, even the people that, you know, my dad prays every day, and you know, he brings up Preplo Dollar or Kenneth Copeland or whoever he watches, TD Jakes, and watches them on Sunday and prays to Jesus all the time on Sunday. But it don't seem like that stuff is really penetrating the way it's supposed to, because why would you lock your son out of the house? Why would you do that? Why would you blame me for you getting COVID? I didn't have it. My son didn't have it. So why would you blame me? Why did you blame me? That's not an excuse to lock me out of your house. Him locking me out of the house was him saving me, because God knows what that man would have done if I'd have came over there and we got in an argument or something. You know what I'm saying? So he was really trying to save me with that. That's why I didn't even try to break in the house, or because it would have been a whole situation. How many times have we seen men getting taken out by their family members or whatever in the same situation like that? Does that seem rational? Lock your son out of the home he was staying in with you just a couple days prior? Why would you be so upset? It's just weird to me. So again, no, these people are kind of just been this way the whole time. I believe that we were kind of people pleasing to a certain extent. And I think now we're not on no people pleasing type of thing, and we're giving it to them how it is. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. And they show their true colors. And then at that point, you being anointed, or you know, on your journey and you're close to God, it's like, do you want to keep being people chump? You want to keep, you know, letting them talk any kind of way? Do you like that? I mean, he got my dog on dog tags, man. At least he could have done with mail my dog tags to me. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Keep my dog tags, man. Not to mention my $1,100 drone, DJI Maverick Pro drone, all my boots, all my tennis shoes, all my clothes, all my suits, all my army stuff. But hey, that's just a bunch of stuff. But why are you keeping my dog tags though? Man, like he knows how I am about the army and my dog tags. I got 2 sets of dog tags. Thank God I was wearing one set or he'd have kept that too. Why are you keeping my dog tags, man? It's weird stuff. You know what I mean? It's weird stuff. So I don't want to be, my dad's older, so I can't, these people are just never going to change. So we have to just grow up on our own, man. And that's one reason I leave. Y'all have no idea how sentimental I am about my army stuff, man. I just don't talk about it. I had all that stolen from me, man, from my own family. So, and then they'll sit around and act like I did something wrong. How did I do anything wrong? All I did was stay over there, pay rent, and got up out of there within 3 months. I didn't leave no burden on you. And I'm gonna tell you something. People can say what they want, but while I was staying there, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I got a full battery, so it couldn't do nothing about the battery thing like it normally does. So it just said that the temperature had over it. It is not even hot out here like that. What in the world, man? Okay, sure. All right, whatever. Right? The screen got real dim, and that didn't stop me from talking, right? It damn near blacked out. It's still pretty dark. And I was like, I don't care. I don't need to see the screen. And then the doggone thing said it overheated. From what? From what? I've been on here for about 16 minutes. It ain't even hot out here. Overheat. It's just, whatever, man. Ain't gonna stop me from talking that talk. Like I was saying, this dude, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, right? It's just material stuff. I don't need a sentimental dog tags. I got 1 set, so that's all that matters. It's just, like I'm saying, the point being is that these people are not ascending. They're staying where they were at, and we're ascending. We're seeing beyond the material stuff. We're seeing beyond the messed up. Yeah, man, I was there only like 3 months. I paid my dad rent. I think he was, I don't know why. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just saying I paid him rent. Why he got mad I moved out, I have no idea. And even if it's because he wanted me to hang around, all he had to do is ask me to come back or something like that. It ain't even that serious. And like I was saying, like, my dad eats a lot, and that's why I got him to cut down eating when I was there and walking. But dude eats too much, and I cook a lot of food. I was grilling food and stuff, and I make all this food, and then my dad would eat a meal then, and then he won't go to bed. He'll stay up all night, he won't go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept telling him, like, you gotta go to bed, man. Like, certain ages, man, but I mean, he's been doing all his life. You know what he's doing, man. I ain't putting that on nobody. But he just, he'll stay up till like 1, and he'll eat late at night, man. And I'm not talking about snacking. My dad eat like a full meal. The leftovers from the food that I cooked. Then he turn right around and then get up first thing in the a.m. and warm up leftovers, man. Like, you ain't even eating breakfast food. You eating leftovers? Come on. You just got to think about eating, man. You got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, why are you, I'm over here. He had like, it was funny. With the way he was eating that food and stuff, he was acting like I was not homeless, trying to get on my feet and trying to provide for my son. It's so crazy how it makes things look so easy to people. They forget that I literally just lost my wife, I lost my dogs, I lost my home, and I had no money. And he was just eating up all my food I'm cooking and getting on to me about all kind of weirdo stuff, getting on to my son about stuff. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. That's why I was focused on getting out of his house. I had to. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stay there for some people. Listen, man. When my sister decided to visit me in Texas, she came out to visit and stayed for a year. When my brother came out to visit me in Maryland, he not only stayed with me, he did go behind me a couple times and screw some of my exes. That's why I don't trust dudes partially too. Weirdo stuff. Oh, you got so many of them. I don't mean you go behind me and mess with these trifling women, man. Have some doggone, I don't know about you, man. I don't do stuff like that, man. But anyway, yeah, he came and stayed with me out in Maryland or whatever. He met his wife and ended up moving to Pennsylvania. And when he forgot when he came to stay with me that he had a narcissist that he ended up with. And this is the funny thing about it, right? My brother hooked up with this chick that was in my grade. So he's like a grade behind me. And there was this chick I thought was cute in my grade, and my brother ended up being with her, right? He got with her in college and was bragging about it, but I never dated her because she was a narcissist. And something told me to stay away from her because she's one of those chicks that kept putting herself around me, but wouldn't say nothing to me, but wanted me to say something to her, I can instinctively pick up on it. So I ignored her. She did everything she could to stand out and get me. I ignored her. So one of her ways to get back at me, I'm not saying she did to get back at me, but one way she could have done it was be with my little brother. I don't care. I never wanted her. But my brother ended up dealing with her. She's a full-blown narcissist. And she tried to break my brother. And by the time I seen my brother again, this dude was, needed a little bit of reminding himself who he was. What's going on? So I let him move in, and I reminded him, yeah, you're young, man. Be a young. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. My brother got his swag back, got back in shape, stopped messing around with big chicks, and then ended up finding his wife, man. Now he got 2 kids, happily ever after. He'll never let me know that I'm the reason why he found his wife. He was living in North Carolina. If he never visited me, he would never met his wife in that bar in West Virginia. But I won't get no credit for that, right? So he got his wife and 2 beautiful kids and everything, and no one, he don't, well, not, I don't say that. My brother do like some of my videos. That's kind of his way. But then again, I kind of burnt the bridge with my brother too. So, that is what it is, but I'm not talking about him. But the way my dad did that kind of stuff, man, everybody turns their back on you when you're going through your anointing. It's like everybody wants to prove you wrong, and they'll do anything and everything to prove you wrong. Turn their back on you, hoping that you got to go to them for finances, or while you're doing really good, sabotage you, like talk bad on your opportunity that you're trying to look for as far as housing, and eat all your food. Why are you getting up and why are you staying up to 12:01, eating leftovers, getting up first thing in the AM, warming up leftovers, and then it's just eating every 2 to 3 hours? It's just, why are you doing this? You want to know why? It's the devil in them, and they don't even know it. It's their hidden insecurities, and you can see it. And that's why you're talking about this like I am. They don't see that. They see that you're about to do something that no one else has done, that you're about to break generational curses. All the times they told everybody, I can't do this because of that, and I could never got this done because of that. They're watching you get it done time and time and time again. I joined the Army when I was 16. He told me not to do it. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. No, I'm not. And I told him exactly what I was gonna do. This is why they're kind of scared of me and think I'm weird. I told my dad I'm gonna join the Army. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get my IT certifications and get really good with IT and learn everything about engineering. And then I'm gonna get out the Army. And then I'm gonna work as a contractor or whatever as an engineer. I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I went in, and they were like, why are you, even my friends were like, why are you getting out the Army? You're working for the White House. Because I see everybody that retires, and they're so broken down, they can barely walk, and they're always sick. I don't need to be shown this, okay? I can see it. So my plan was to get in, get what I needed, serve my country, because I was really offended by 9/11, regardless of what it was really. I was really offended by it, right? So I joined for that reason, to defend my country, and I also knew it would ultimately set me up for the greatest success of my life. I just had to stay focused. So I joined the Army at 16. Don't do that. I did the delayed entry program. So from 16 until the time I went in the Army, every weekend I went with my recruiter to the MEP station. He taught me all of the different ranks, how to march. I took it very serious. He told me, you want to go into basic, and your drill sergeant shouldn't remember your name. By the time I left, my drill sergeant, and I was a squad leader a couple times, my drill sergeant was like, Private Young, you was in my squad? I was like, yes. I did everything perfectly. Went in there, already knew all the different cadences, knew all the stuff, right? Because God set me up for success. You know what I'm saying? I made rank really quick in the military. Guess what that did? Pissed off dudes. Why? I don't know why. Why are dudes always worried about me? I don't know. Why are guys online right now worried about me? Why are guys online right now looking at me like a handsome guy or model type, but steady trying to talk? It's just guys doing what guys do. The devil in them doing what the devil does. When you start finding your purpose and everybody else too busy watching everybody else, you know what I'm saying? They end up hating on you because you're the one that broke the code. You're out, and they see it. And instead of them doing it, they don't want to do the freaking work. They want to talk about you, watch you, mimic you, copy you, while all at the same time hating on you, dropping shade every chance they get. Every chance they get. Like you can't see it. I be seeing other men channels trying to shade me or my archetype. Bruh, we're doing the same thing. We're trying to help men. don't start shading Sigmas or my body build. You know, I've been watching a lot of content the past 2 days. I seen this dude, he's got a man channel. He was shading guys with my frame. Like, you gotta put, I normally think you put on a lot of muscle, but you know, women like anybody. You never know what they're gonna like. They might even like skinnier frame. Dude, stop peeping dudes, man. It's kind of weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. Stop worrying about different dudes' body frames and just worry about yourself. I get what you're doing, trying to put men on, but listen, every man should not be out there trying to throw a bunch of muscle on. Go to the gym and find the body type that you think fits you best, that you can maintain. I don't go to the gym and I can put on a lot of muscle. I've been bulky before. It's hard to maintain that with the lifestyle I have. I'm a cardio junkie. I want to be able to run 10, 20 miles if I need to, or be able to put my lady to bed without being winded and then work out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about having all that mass when I can be ripped. When you're ripped, you don't have to have mass. Women like ripped dudes. Why do you think women get with real skinny guys? You'll see these badass rapper chicks, Cardi B, with these skinny like 5'5" dudes. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he's built like a tripod or something. You know, however skinny you are or how tall you are, ain't got nothing to do with your junk size. So women have different preferences. So when these guys are talking all this crazy stuff about 6 foot and all that, all these, man, listen, I used to be Jody. That's what we call the dude in the army that's getting your girl. Most of the chicks that were cheating, you know what I'm saying, the dudes were like tall, linebacker types, you know what I'm saying? Then she was cheating with me. The kind of guy that get in the club and grind on her ass like I'm about to make love to her in the bedroom. Got the cardio, not sweating in there, take my shirt off and be ripped. Why do you think personal trainers always end up with these chicks? They're never big. They're never big and bulky. Guys are confused with that, man. That's an old way of thinking. Every woman has her own preference. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's all confidence, because I'm gonna tell you, every woman in their background has some big guy. There's some big guy in their background, because every woman likes a big teddy bear anyway. So that big dude will get more play than any of us. He's just too tired to run around and get him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, other dudes hating on, like, because I got the, I'm a different dude, man. A lot of these guys out here right now are preaching other things, being bulkier, you know what I'm saying, all this other stuff. I'm a V-taper type of build, meaning I am an athletic build, you know, the MMA fighter type of build, but my build, you can get it all done. You can do push-ups all day, run all day. I have not eaten the entire day. Do you think these bulky guys can go on a 2 or 3 day fast? No, sirree, Bob. Couldn't do it. Can't be done. I'm gonna fast today, tomorrow, and try to do a fast on Monday. So I do a full 3 days, and they say, I think when you do a full 3 day fast, your cells completely renew, right? I think it's 3 days, right? So I'm gonna go for the 3 day, and I'm gonna be fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm still lifting today. I don't know if I'll be able to lift tomorrow, but I'm lifting today. I'll still be able to walk tomorrow. I'm not telling you gentlemen to do this, but you need to definitely always push your limits and test your body, and that's what men do, okay? Like, I'm just doing it to do it. Don't ask me why I'm doing that. I want to be healthy, so I know that everything is poison. So if I go 3 days and detox myself, that's going to help me out. Is it rough? Yeah, you can tell I'm kind of sounding a little bit, you know, less than I normally would. My mouth's extremely dry, you know, but it's discipline. It's discipline. It's what men do. It's what we're good at. You know what I'm saying? So right now, from now on, I'm just gonna be doing me. I don't watch anybody else's channel unless I'm doing research to make videos like I did today. I don't take nothing personal, and everybody out there understand, don't take nothing personal. I'm saying at the end of the day, I'm the kind of person that can have my views on things and still go out and have drinks with the person that I had a disagreement with online. I don't really care. I don't go out of my way to mention nobody by name. I don't believe in giving people personal criticism unless I know for a fact that they're criticizing me. I believe that's uncalled for. I see a lot of men doing that, but now that I'm in this man channel type of stuff, let them do it to me. Do it to me. I'll make them regret it. Do it to me. Do it to me. It'll be the last time you do it to somebody. Because understand something, you're a man. Unless you ask for another man's criticism, it's hate. And if he don't shut up, do what you gotta do, right? If he's in your face and he's giving you criticism and you're like, hey man, I don't care what you think. If he continues to run his mouth, do what you have to do. If it's online, you can't do nothing. They're gonna feel safe. Don't entertain it. Don't entertain it. You know what I mean? That's what it's coming down to, gentlemen. And when you have let me tell you something. Now on this man stuff, don't let any man critique your body. Don't let any man talk about your body. Automatically question him. What are you doing? Why are you worried about my body, man? Know that whatever he says about your body is an insecurity from him. See, I've been studying the psychology of women, and women are super smart. So dudes aren't on that level. So it's easy to break down their psychology. He's gonna project onto you whatever he's insecure about. I was watching a dude earlier projecting on a dudes of my build because he believes bodybuilder frame is more important, but he didn't say that. He just said, you know, I believe in going to the gym and lifting, but there's women that like skinnier built guys. He was dancing on it really good, but I'm a seer, so I can see through all of it anyway. And I could tell his point was he's a little butthurt that women kind of like guys in my build and not these big, you know, bodybuilding, like they got about 10 minutes of cardio. Listen, if you look it up online, it ain't hard to figure out, right? I do my research. Women prefer my body type. Like, this is the most preferred body type. So if you don't know, my body type, the V taper, you know what I'm saying? Athletic build is the woman's most preferred body type. So you can go and build and bulk up, but you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for women. They're letting you know what they want. You will see a fine ass chick with a dude skinny as a twig wearing like all the designer clothes and everything like that. They don't want the bulky dudes like that, man. They want either a big guy that's fat, because women are mostly insecure. So they want a big guy that's fat or a skinny guy that's normal looking. All of us in between makes them more insecure unless they're working out on their own. So if you're really big and bulky, they're gonna be real insecure on you. Like really insecure. And they're gonna think that you're out there cheating and getting every woman. It really just, I'm not gonna say they don't like the bulky guys, the bodybuilders, but I really feel like the bodybuilders, they feel like they're gonna cheat on them or something. It's an insecurity thing. Oh, the out of shape females gaslighting? Oh yeah. When you hear a woman, like I hear women online right now, because women have this thing about trying to mentally manipulate, right? No matter whether they know they're doing it or not. They kind of like try to keep you humble without, you know, either knowing it, you know what I'm saying, consciously or subconsciously. But if you listen to what they're saying, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're attractive, but, or, you know, I like, you know, your physical appearance, but it's more about your mind stimulation. My mind is not getting you wet, okay? My mind ain't got you, you know, tingling downtown, right? So stop talking about it's my mind and, or I like a man with a little more meat on his bones. No, you like what you see. And you're just running your mouth so that you don't come off like you're deeply infatuated with me like you really are. But I'm so tapped in that I know that women don't waste their time speaking of or coming up with different ways to humble a guy with a guy they think is a waste of their time. So I already know I got you, all right? You see what I'm saying? None of these guys out here, what's that dude name that played Apollo, that played in that Creed movie and played in, what's his name, man? I don't know what his name is, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That black dude that was, he played Apollo Creed and he played in Black Panther as the anti-hero. I forgot what his name is. But that dude ain't getting these bad chicks, man. He getting all kind of problems. They don't trust him. They think he's too much. But then these like rappers that are kind of, you know, raggedy looking or whatever, man, they running away with the baddies, man. They're running off with the baddies. Just average looking dudes, smoking all the time, don't have no weight on them. The chicks don't really care about all that. It makes them feel secure knowing that that guy, even though those guys are getting women, it just makes them feel more secure. It's something about a guy, I think they feel like they don't want to have to deal with somebody working out all the time. It'll make them feel like they got to. I don't know. But the fit guys, it ain't working out for them. I'm not going to hold y'all up too long. It's a longer video. But I like getting my walk in, man. You got to get that walk in, man. Oh, Michael B. Jordan, that's him. Yeah. He ain't not here like, you know, slaying. He always having some emotional issue or something. He ain't out here slaying. The ones slaying are the ones moving in silence, you know, with a thinner frame, just doing what they do. Man, please, guys like me, y'all, we slide in. A lot of those bigger, bulkier guys, they underestimate us anyway. Just like we underestimate skinny guys. I don't underestimate skinny guys. I don't at all. I see where all these women are ending up with, so I don't underestimate them. But bulky dudes underestimate, and that's their problem. We're out here getting them. we're racking up. We understand the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's about being authentic, mostly confidence. It's all confidence. But the only way for you to be confident is to be you. You got to find a body, type that fits you. You always need to work out, no matter what frame size you're going to be. Even if you're a skinny guy frame, have your cardio up. You know what I'm saying? Go for runs. You know what I mean? Some of these guys are actually kind of strong, skinny. Got that skinny strength. Like, look at all these MMA fighters and stuff like that. They got that skinny, lean frame. There's plenty of muscle there, right? It's just distributed differently. He was dating Steve Harvey. Is he still with her though, homie? Is he with her and slaying like Future and slaying like Jay-Z? I'm not saying he can't get, but is he slaying? Is he keeping them? Is he the one leaving them? Is he the one not in the news talking all this dramatic, kind of, is he just moving in silence? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not hating on nobody. So, no offense to you if you know the man or he's your cousin or something like that. But I'm just stating the facts from my perspective here. You know what I mean? You got to understand that you're going to have your opinion, and that's cool. I don't agree with it at all. I don't think he's slaying like that, but that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have that as a man, and you're allowed to have yours. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that at all. Steve Harvey's daughter, so what? So what? Do you know how many women Future been with? Hell, you brought up some good ones. So what? You know what I'm saying? You bring up one good chick, and all I see this dude is in the news, hugging up another man or something. Hey, listen, man. You know what I mean? We got two different views of what slaying is. I believe slaying is like a Future. I believe slaying is like, these dudes out here, like, what's his name? I don't know what his name is. But the dude with Cardi B. He ain't never got to talk. He's so happy. That boy, that's slaying to me. That's slaying. I told you. I told you he wasn't slaying like that. I told you he wasn't left his black ass. I told you. They ain't gonna stick around with dudes like that, man. Too much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to give women, you know what I mean? Like, I work out a lot, but my frame, you can't really tell. I work out all day long, but with my frame, I love that kind of stuff, though. It's like, I love being able to move in silence. It's like, most people can't tell I've been in the Army. You gotta, talk to me for a little bit, but I don't have that normal Army PTSD type of, movement. You would never even know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, what's going on, Fendi? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the OG Fendi, rocking with the other channel. You know what I'm saying? Sigma Kings coming together, man. But yeah, so I kind of like that moving silence frame. A lot of women, they get intimidated with all the muscle. But with me, with my clothes on, they can't really tell too much. But then when it's bedroom time, I'll take my shirt off and everything, like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they love it, man. So I don't think all the muscle is necessary, but if you want to do it, do it. But I believe, it seems to me, like the skinnier guys and the athletic built guys are just doing most of the slaying. And getting the girls they want, keeping them as long as they want, and then dropping them when they want to. All these dudes in the corn industry. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. Here's the thing too with that, right? Those women are able to see those guys perform, and that's another factor that women don't want to talk about. They want to know that you're good at what you do. See, here's what's funny, right? They make it seem like our numbers matter, but it don't, because they want to know that you know what you're doing. You tell a woman you're a virgin, she's gonna run away from you. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you look like. She's gonna be like, I ain't got no time to teach you everything, and you're supposed to be teaching me something. I don't care. They're gonna do that. So the dudes in the industry, they got the skill. The women can see the skill, and they're gonna slay. You know what I mean? They're gonna slay. If the woman can literally, and it's funny like that, right? Because we would never think the same thing. We would never watch a woman in the industry and then be like, man, I would love to get a hold of her. But it's a complete opposite. These dudes in the industry, they should not be able to hook up with nobody. The women should be looking at them as walking STD dispensers. But that's not the case. The women see them and they want them anyway. That's how you know You have to be really careful out here, because if they're going to do that with those kind of guys and the Pookies and the Ray Rays in the streets, they're doing it with them too. And they'll bring that dirty trash can right over to you. Got to be careful, man. These women want what they want, and they lie about everything, man. You know, and I'm not on a woman type of, you know, I'm just telling you, I ain't say ladies. Remember, every woman is not a lady, and every female is not a woman, okay? So when I'm very careful with my words. By the end of the conversation, I normally say, hey, look, ladies, I'm not talking about y'all at all. But while I'm talking about the females and the women that operate like this. They know what they like. They're going to go after what they like. If you want to be bulky, know you're going to do it for yourself and not the women. You know what I'm saying? The channel is growing. This is a great channel, man. It's the dopest channel, man. Y'all are out here understanding where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Y'all find your way to the channel, and it's getting more niched where we're talking about the stuff that matters, but I'm going to be mostly talking this stuff on the podcast channel, like in this depth about women specifically. But I want you guys to understand it's going in that direction. They're all men channels, but that channel's 95% men, and this was 90%. Now it was 91. The women are starting to come over. When women see a bunch of guys somewhere, they always work their way over. They will always work their way over. What's going on over there? Why are so many guys subscribed over there? Let's go check it out. Oh, you mean like being celibate and how women will throw it at you even though they're in other relationships? Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty bad. That's why I'm gonna take my little celibacy journey and build my empire. Now, once I get to my empire, the point that I wanted to be at, I'm not gonna be on a celibacy journey, but I'm not gonna be trying to run through them either. I'm still looking for a decent one. I don't want somebody that's been passed around to a bunch of dudes. I mean, I'm not looking for a wife, but I just don't want someone that's been passed around. And if that ends up being some chick in a small town, end up dating her or whatever, I don't care. You know, I just don't want that. I don't want the kind of attitude and the personality after that woman's already bonded with multiple dudes and got soul ties, and it's not worth it. Yeah, that's true. They're never completely single, but I gotta look for that diamond in the rough. I gotta look for that diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? Because as long as she ain't got like a legit boyfriend and she's not, you know, letting somebody get up inside of her right now. And like I said, I'm not looking for a virgin. You know, I know how hard that's gonna be to find, but I mean, a woman with a few bodies, you know what I mean? Like, I'm realistic. I'm looking for a virgin, but a woman with a few bodies, I mean, can she have, you know, can I find that chick with less than 5? I mean, is it possible? I believe so. I'm not gonna give up. And I might be wrong about them having just 5, but if she comes off like she has like 5 or less, like there's a certain energy that she'll have. They carry themselves differently when they got a bunch of bodies. They don't want to hear nothing you have to say. They take no accountability. They act different. They act different. They act different. So you can always tell them with a bunch of bodies, and like, you know, part of the reason why I stopped watching those readers, because these women got a bunch of bodies. And if I say something about, oh, I don't want a woman with kids, they take offense to it and start making goofy videos. Like, they're just witches, man. Just making goofy videos using cards, wishing bad on somebody. I say something about a single mother. Next thing you know, the next day, this divine masculine is losing his mind and he's really not that divine. Oh, shut up, goofy. Go sit your funny looking self down somewhere and go find a man. These chicks are so funny, man. I can't take them serious. I'm not talking about all ladies. I'm just talking about these women and these chicks and these females, man. Put up a video just going off on women and they can't handle themselves, man. They gotta post. Why are you watching me so hard? They'll never stop watching me, but the moment I say something they don't agree with, like I'm not never dating another single mother, oh, we gotta make a video about them. Make all the videos you want. You're not gonna stop watching me. You're not gonna stop watching me. Man, I was trying to go live today and I had some chick, I don't even watch this reader. This fool popped up in my feed. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going after single mothers. It's not my first, second, third, or fourth option. So what? You get offended by it, go find yourself a man that wants a single mother. I've given single mothers a shot. I married one, look what happened to me. Oh, you can't let that ruin your outlook on love. It hasn't ruined anything. It's sharpened my skills. I don't fall for this anything now. You gotta do a lot to get to me. Exactly. We want somebody with less bodies, and any woman that try to convince you that having more bodies is a greater thing, listen to what she's telling you. Any woman that's like, wouldn't you want a woman that knows what she's doing? No, I don't. No, I don't. Who buys a car with a bunch of miles on it and wear and tear when they got the option of a new car or a newer car? It makes no sense. It's called mental manipulation to get you to lower your standards and your boundaries to accept their raggedy asses. Because they've decided to be wild, wet, and free, and now it's time to pay the due. And they don't want to, of course, typical, right? But there are women out there and ladies that kept their legs closed for the most part the past few years while things got wild. And those be the ones that we scoop up. And I don't care if we got to look under rocks. I don't care if we got to go to the caves. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where we got to go. We will find one. Oh, yeah, I done said that a million times. Yeah, 100%. 100%. When I'm getting DM nowadays every day, you guys, if you can, just go to my TikTok. Again, I'm not telling you to go there to like brag or nothing. I'm telling you to go there to show a man doing his thing. Scroll through all my videos. I don't pander bear to women at all. I get on there and give it to them raw. And if you look, there's a lot of women in there that agree with me, that like what I'm saying, that flirting with me or whatever. You can be the kind of man you want to be and not kiss their butt. And all these women, I'm telling you, man, all of them are so horny. They've always been this way. Normally they hide it. They're not hiding it anymore. So they're just super horny, and they're out there right now just kind of like letting it all hang out. And they think it's okay. Like I was watching Fresh and Fit, and this chick got on there saying that she has, I don't know, she said she had like over 25 bodies. Over 25 bodies, but less than 100. I'm just like, man, she's for the streets, man. She would never be worth anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. I gotta be careful, I can't say all that, but listen, man. I'm all about what the ideology that you're pushing. You know, I like, you know what I'm saying, the framework you have going on. I can't say that specifically because, hey, you're not gonna demonetize me. But hey, listen, I'm picking it down, okay? And we're all about women in early 20s, you know what I'm saying, that kept themselves. And because it's, you know what I'm saying, with a woman, they can make two decisions: give into the world and try all these different flavors, or just locking it down. The longer they lock it down, the more their value goes up. But instead, right now, it's like, be what you want to be, do what you want to do. Lie to them, tell them you only had a few bodies. How's he gonna know? You're gonna move different. And as much as you think so, that thing do feel different. I don't know what y'all be thinking, but it definitely feels different whenever it's a woman who is not, man, listen, I've had a couple good girls, and best believe, you know what I'm saying, I knew they were good girls, and guess what? After my dumbass broke up with them, they married the guy right after me. They married the guy right after me. They're not those kind of ladies, and I could tell how they felt, okay? So don't give me that shit. Don't give me that. I know how a woman that's doing the right thing feels. Man, and those women, it ain't no hour and whatever. You know what I'm saying? The stuff be too tight and wet for all that. So don't think that you're the same after, you know, all these bodies. It's not the same. It's not. And I don't care what kind of Kegel action you think you got going on. Imagine a woman who got that natural and she's Kegling on top of it. Ooh. So don't think it's the same. But keep collecting these bodies, ladies. You got it. You got it. They know what time it is, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, why do you think this Black China thing, I think it's her name, Black China, ain't that the one that found God and getting all the implants taken out and working out? Mark my word, gentlemen. Hear me and hear me now. I'm making a prophecy. You're going to start seeing women finding God left and right and dropping the Kim Kardashian look for a more conservative look. I'm not saying they're going to go for a full Candace Owens, even though the Candace Owens type of woman will get whatever man she wants because she's not out in the streets like that. And that woman talks a lot, but she respects her man and she's only making her money. And you can tell by how she carries herself that that woman right there, that's a good woman to have at home, and she is not a cheater like that. But these rest of these women, these Black Chinas finding God, and man, it's a whole stunt. What about all the bodies you've collected? What about the bodies? What about the bodies? You got a whole graveyard going on down there. You know what I'm saying? What about the bodies? What about what they've left behind? Because they got the seed of life that's been festering around in you, and you have the womb of life. So what about the bodies? I'm done. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a reckoning. And women with a bunch of, like, for example, my ex, who was, you know, obviously getting around everybody, you know what I'm saying, while we're together, she told me she was only with 4 people, 4 guys. Now, I guess, you know, since I didn't say we're with women, that don't count the women, but I'm pretty sure she was with more than 4 guys, right? But she knew to tell me that she was with only 4 guys. If they're talking all this crazy way, why would she lie to me and tell me that she was only with 4 guys? Why would she have hid all that cheating up until my money got tight? And she's like, I don't need to hide my cheating no more. I'm going to ride out with this sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? What about the bodies? I'm just saying. What do you say? Swear. Man, there's this chick on TikTok. She think because she pretty and got tattoos, she's a, you know, she's a chick that's normally like, you know, with girls. Now she's like, oh, women are becoming too dramatic, guys. I'm coming back to y'all. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not hopping your ass over here. Now there might be a couple Pookies and Ray Rays and waiting to get a hold to that thing, because if it's a couple girls going at it, you know that thing gonna probably be all right down there. But ain't no real man wanting to date you. You can't be hopping the fence like that. That means you can have no friends. That means every time you go hang out with your girls, it could be a whole crunch and munch session. You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. No, don't hop that fence. What'd you say? Come onto the dark side now. You're the Jedi. Y'all out of control, man. I'm over here trying to like keep my frame and be serious, but yeah, you know what I mean? These comments, man. These comments. Hey, let them keep playing around with stuff, y'all. We got our mindset. Just look, I'm gonna start working out on here, y'all, so y'all can, you know, work out too. Know to work out. I get up early in the AM. Do what you want, man. If you want to be a chubby dude, be a chubby dude. But be a kind of healthy chubby dude. If you want to be a bulky guy, be a bulky guy. If you want to be a thin guy, be a thin guy. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing is, you know, be the most you can be, your most authentic, best version of yourself daily, and daily improve on being a better version of yourself every single day. And that'll get you closer to God. And when you get closer to God, you're just going to be more yourself with your higher self. And the more your higher self and you align, you will just shine from within. And your aura is going to shine so bright. It's going to be so strong that anybody in your field, you know, that come around, it's just, they're going to be drawn in. And the ladies, you're going to be so irresistible to the women that the ones that cannot stand you will still be going to bed having those wet dreams. And it is what it is, right? Energy is energy. If she can't stand me, but she's still getting wet by me, then what's the problem? I ain't out here trying to date them all. What's wrong with turning them all on? You're Sigma like that. That's what happens. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And listen, guys that fall off the bandwagon, you know, you guys that end up sleeping with one of these women, don't feel bad. We all go through our villain season, right? Don't feel bad. Just get back on the horse when you feel like it. But if you've already fallen off, you might as well take a couple good weeks off, good month off, do what you got to do. You already fell off, might as well. And then get back on the wagon when it's all out of your system. So that way you don't do it again, okay? So we're not going to be over here penalizing the guys that end up catching a really good woman and then end up sleeping with her. And it could be a good relationship that turns into a wife. or it might not work out. But we're not saints over here, and we're not trying to get men to give up on women and not end up sleeping with them at some point in time. No, it's about vetting these women and making sure we don't end up with a female or one of these chicks for the streets, right? That's all that it is. That's all that it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. 55 minutes, man. I have got to do better. Get on here for 20 minutes or less and get off and make multiple videos, man. But every now and again, dropping a long video is good for the algorithm as well. It's actually really good. And you guys being in here, hitting the like button and watching the entire video is even better. Even better. You know what I'm saying? A whole hour-long video with at least 3 to 5 people in it, man, that's chef's kiss. Huh. They're like, oh yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, we doing it over here. Man, listen, this channel gonna get so big. This channel gonna get so big, y'all. You're gonna be able to bring it up to your friends like, yeah, you know, I'm a member over there on such and such channel, and you know, we be chopping up all the time talking about, you know, what these women are doing and how we need to improve ourselves, and you know, we need to just make sure that we're staying on code. The women have a code, don't work out for them. They got a code, we gotta have a Sigma code, okay? No matter what, we're not gonna give in to the pressures and start pander bear expressing. We are not pander bears, okay? We give the truth. And no matter what, even if you fall off the wagon, I don't want you guys to go back to being a player, because when a Sigma goes to being a player, man, you might as well be Batman at that point, man. You're gonna get all the women, you're gonna ruin all their heads. You know, you're pretty much a dark empath at that point. Just call it like it is. Just call it like it is. If you're a Sigma and learn all this divine information and then turn around and use it for evil and start running through women, come on, guy. With great power comes great responsibility. You cannot be out here using the power for evil like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you living? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys checking in. You cannot end up turning on your fellow Sigma all the information that you've gotten, all the abilities you've gained. You know how to draw women in without nothing but your aura. And you're going to use that for evil? Gentlemen, you can't. You'll change everything. John T showing up. I appreciate you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Showed up just in time. Only gonna be on here for a couple more minutes. But I gotta, hey listen, Saturdays are my days off. But for the Sigma, you know what I'm saying, the Sigma gang, I'm gonna be on here. If nothing else, I'm gonna be on here. I'd appreciate if you guys join me on my TikTok. I'll make sure that I advertise it more. It's the same name, King David, the Chosen. Did I change it? I think I did. I think it's King David the Chosen Giga Chad. It might be King David the Chosen Giga Chad or King David the Chosen. You know what I'm saying? I know it is. Bro, last night I almost went into a full Batman rage. Last night I was like, I'm so done with these women. I even had a moment where I was like, ah! Had to just yell. You know what I'm saying? And I lost like 4 people in the chat. I know there are women. Only women run off when that happens. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these men are running. Oh! You know what I'm saying? They call you soft until they actually see that loud side of you. I don't know why you think I'm soft. I was in the army, man. I can get loud. I just choose not to. Yeah, we don't want to do that, man. God blesses you too because you're a leader, man. Men are the prize. I don't care what they say. Or God wouldn't have twice as many of them, and God made them a certain kind of way. Also, gentlemen, if a woman is too spiritual, she might be a witch. So be super careful with that. You know what I mean? I would tell you to avoid all women talking about their spiritual and just get you a good Christian or whatever. But, you know, I've been in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I've been in these spiritual streets. And they've been throwing all kind of warcraft at me, man. You know, spiritual warcraft at me left and right. I be dodging it like, I'll get that. Fuck you doing, man? I'm a warrior god, lady. Sit down somewhere. But these women will be like scripting. They'll be doing 369 to try to seduce you, writing your name down or whatever they want from you 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. So if you have a woman that you're not even that interested in and you can't stop thinking about her, and she says she's spiritual, or she's wearing like bracelets or that eye on her neck, I'm gonna keep y'all safe, man, because there's a lot of spiritual women out here that are really witches, and they do alchemy through intercourse, and they will use your sexual energy. They will use it, like manipulate it all kind of ways. So I'm gonna make sure you guys stay away from them. Stay away from the spiritual chicks, man. You gonna hang it up at 12 months? So you're gonna, oh, so you're saying that you're gonna run the streets until New Year's and then go a year? Because I've only gone a year and 4 months, and I'm telling you right now, I'm at the place where it's like I'm gonna force myself to make it to the end of the year. I'm gonna try to, but the way my money's coming together and everything so quickly, but that's just making me motivated to like keep doing it. It's like, man, my money's coming together, man, like everything is like really good, all my views are up. But it's not like if I start messing around with a chick, it's gonna be bad. I just gotta make sure it's not a bad chick, you know. But I really like them. Man, I can manifest just by thinking about stuff. You guys know how it is. It ain't nothing to it, ain't it? I mean, we can manifest by thinking about something. Man, we start working out and thinking about something, and intermittent fasting. Oh man, you just be like, wow, this is how it really is every day. So it's kind of like hard, but you know, if you got you a good lady, you got somebody lined up. But if you haven't started yet and you're thinking about starting at the beginning of the year, that's a good idea, because you want to get it all out your system. See, when I was younger, before my ex and before my son, because my son is the reason why I was with my ex, because I wanted someone to teach me how to like change diapers, and I wanted to build like a family dynamic with them. She wasn't the one to do it with, though. She just caught me when I was very vulnerable, and I met her in the club. I knew better, right? But I'm not doing that no more. It's a really busy road right now, man. But before my son, I was working for the White House. Man, I was running through them. Man, because imagine me being tapped in like I am now, working for the White House. Even after, no, it was after the White House. I was too busy doing the White House job. No, I was still running through doing the White House job. I was running through mostly my coworkers, though. You know what I'm saying? We were at a trip site. All these chicks are fit. Man, that White House job was the bomb, man. Man, those chicks are working so hard that they're just always horny. They're always fit because they're military chicks. So you had those chicks. Then you had your flip top, like the FBI, you flip it out. Man, get on the civilian chicks too. And you're going to all kind of different states because the president got to go everywhere. That was dope. It was like being in the Secret Service, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Oh, this person right here is somebody trolling. Let them speak. Don't pay him no mind. I don't know. What did he say? Did you screenshot it? I didn't pay him no attention. What did he say? Let me screenshot this though. Hang on, y'all. Let me screenshot this person. It's a troll account, man. You know what I mean? And the fact that this person tried to jump in my live, you got to know that it's a fake. But remember what I said earlier? You know, AI can produce any troll they want. Remember I told you I get trolled at least once a day on my YouTube channels? Here we go. Remember I told you? You see what I'm saying? We just talked about gang stalking earlier. They can't even let me go full live without gang stalking. It can be the AI generating something to run their mouth. It could be an ex that's been sitting here the whole time watching me with a raggedy ass. It could be one of these hating YouTube females that are big as a house, or these single women that have brand new babies while they're flipping cards and casting spells on men. It could be anything. Yeah, he can say whatever he wants. Everybody knows that the feds move in silence, man. That don't make any sense, right? So he can talk all that he wants to, man. Or it, or she, or they, or them, right? Let's get back to business. Let's talk about what we were talking about before this thing showed up, right? Pay it no mind and just keep it moving, because it's obviously some goofball goober without even the guts enough to show their face as the avatar. So, you know, we need not give it no energy. Hey, girl. Oh, yeah, we're not giving that no energy. Not with these fine ass women checking me out while they're driving by. Let's do that. Let's go walk down the street and get some fine women checking us out. Let's do that. Let's change the energy up. I'm a Reiki healer, right? I don't want to get the men up in here upset because of some troll. So let me go ahead and get some Reiki energy going. Get y'all's energy back right. Because we don't worry about trolls and we don't delete them no more and we don't care. We don't care. Let them say whatever they want, my man. You know, ain't got nothing to do with no feds or anything like that. You know, this person's obviously trying to, you know, which is the kind of tactics that they use in a gang stalk, like they did before on my channel, my King David the Chosen channel. They were saying the same thing, trying to turn people off from watching it. No, that's what women do, not men. So I don't have to worry about that over here. It's the troll doing what trolls do. No worries. We're at 66 minutes. We still have 3 people in here, probably to include that troll. Hey, listen, troll, I appreciate all the love and the concern. I appreciate you watching the video all the way through. Regardless of what you're saying, you know, love is love, right? Ain't that what they say? So a hater showing hate is a hater showing love. I hope you don't think that jumping in here with that goofy avatar talking that way is going to make anybody think that you know what you're talking about. But we still recognize the fact that you can't let me go a day without being trolled, to include my birthday. So do what you have to do and do it well. We appreciate you participating. What did that one guy say? I forgot. There was some dude that was like saying, you know, listen, you got haters and the haters are doing what they're supposed to do. And I realize now that as, you know, a celebrity, what I'm going to be, I got to get used to it. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? Also, when you're getting hated on like that out of nowhere, when people are trying to, you know, use organizations to scare people, you're really doing something right. They can't just say the normal trolling thing. They got to try to bring some kind of agency into things. You know you're doing something right. So pay it no never mind, gentlemen. It's just a person being a person. It's not a man being a man, or they wouldn't be cowardly like that, okay? So it's nobody to be worried about. Do you think in any kind of way anybody worth anything would contact you that kind of way, or maybe through the mail or email? So don't worry about these kind of guys, right? I'm not going to delete them. You know what I mean? Also, tonight, the podcast channel, look, it's going to be lit. Okay? If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the podcast channel. I'm telling y'all, man, I got something brewing up. I'm trying to get in touch with my homeboy right now. But I'm also going to be on TikTok. So be checking out the podcast channel. I'm going to upload a pre-record, and I'm going to try to get a full-out regular podcast done with a couple people in it. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. Don't just watch this channel. Make sure you're looking on the other channels too, because I got different content on each. Remember, this one's a little bit of a mix of everything, kind of broad, narcissism in general. The podcast channel is just about men and women. You hit my lip like that. Anyway, it's about men and women, and trying to get the gender war to be over, and trying to get a Sigma's perspective put out there. What I will not do is go back and forth with women. I'm not going to do that. I believe it to be a huge waste of time to argue with a woman. I believe that when you argue with women, you allow them to feel like they're in a proxy relationship with you, to make them feel like their opinion matters, and you're not dating them. Is crazy. So you'll never see me. Now my friend might do it. He's more of a politician than I am. He's more of a preacher than I am. So he kind of enjoys those conversations actually, but I'm not going to entertain women and their perspective. If they have a counter perspective against mine and they want to pick my brain online, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. The only women that get to pick my brain are the ones I'm dating. I'm not going to give you no extra insight on how I think. You're not going to have me say something to give these other raggedy women online a little bit more of an idea of me. You have to reach out and do your job. That's what you have to do, period, point blank. So I'm gonna have my homeboy Moon on there, and he's cool, man. He's an Aries, and you know, He be having his little slights towards me all the time. We go back and forth like brothers do, but you know, he's still a good man. He's a man of God. And we're going to talk about from both perspectives. He's married in a successful relationship with a good Christian woman. So he has that perspective. They're doing great, business owners. And just a couple Sigmas chopping it up. You know, he's in his 40s, early 40s. You know, I'm in my late 30s. So we'll have those dynamics and those perspectives with men that have actual life experience, not based off a bunch of observations, because a lot of these young guys are posting a bunch of observational stuff. I don't want to see observational opinion. I want to see someone that's lived life, made mistakes, and have some real world, first person information to put out. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I got up to 70 minutes. Again, I will post the link whenever I'm getting ready to go live with that podcast, or even if I just only get the TikTok podcast uploaded. Either way it goes, I'll post up the link. You guys check it out. But from now on, all four channels are going to be distinctly different, while all still driving the same point of men trying to ascend themselves and becoming the best versions of themselves, right? So that way they can lead from the front, because we're no longer allowing others to tell us how to be men, what to wear, how to move, how to feel. Because how are we really being leaders, allowing other people to lead us? We're not doing that. I don't care what any woman has to say. I don't care what any pander, bear, express man has to say. As a matter of fact, I don't care what any other man has to say about me unless I ask for their opinion. You're not going to control me through thinking that you have some better perspective of my life that God hasn't already showed me. I'm not a fool, I'm not a dummy. I don't do what the dummies do, okay? So if you're watching me, understand something. I don't need your advice, okay? Don't need it, not asking for it. Understand that. I don't watch any man online because I don't want to end up talking like them or copying them. So if I'm not watching any dudes, don't be a dude online thinking you got advice for me. You ain't got nothing for me but a bunch of projected nonsense that you might want to take for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for, man. We're going to build this channel, and we're going to have authentic Sigmas on here that are really living out that life, on semen retention, trying to get on semen retention, or having their battles, you know, falling on and off. Because when you get that power, man, it's hard to fight off the women. I mean, they're coming at you left and right. It's hard, man. It's hard. Especially if you're not like me, who had a horrible wife, and, you know, last sexual experiences I had was with her, so it ain't nothing great, you know what I'm saying? If I had some great chick or something like that, I'd probably be out there like, I need some. I understand. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. You know what I'm saying? Not all these women that you guys broke up with were dogs. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might have some good memories. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. I want to wait. But we're gonna definitely build, man. We're getting closer, and I'll definitely start putting out shorter videos, you guys. So you'll have these little small videos y'all can watch. They're less than 10 minutes. Then longer videos, and then longer podcast videos. But I really love this channel. I love the direction it's going in. I really appreciate all the support. You guys are really building the channel up. I'm just, you know, a reflection of y'all, projected, you know, trying to get the message out and uniting men and trying to get them to understand, hey, listen, we're out here looking out for each other, man, in a certain kind of way, you know, and we have to stick together, man. It has to become some kind of Sigma code we got to be able to stick by, because right now, man, it's rough. The women are the biggest players, and they're the biggest alphas. We got to fight for it right now, y'all. Got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we definitely need to start doing some things like that. Hey, hey gentlemen, let's keep the cussing down to a minimum in the chat, right? We don't want any shadow ban or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? you could say what you want to say whenever we get to the seminars, you know what I'm saying, or whatever we're gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying, meeting up or whatever, talking about how men need to improve and build, but it's not, you know, let's keep it respectful. We love the ladies, right? We love the ladies. There are some females out here, and there are some women that are in lower vibration, but think about it. What world would it be if we didn't have females? It'd be sad. It'd be sad, bro. And I know what you mean, but like, we're talking about the right kind of women, you know, not these crazy ones, but imagine not having none of them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to definitely do that. What's going on? Yeah, I don't believe in anything's an obstacle, man. Everything's a lesson. You're a man. You're a man. You don't have obstacles, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a man. What you have is life lessons. Everything's a lesson. My wife left and all that stuff. My dad stole all the stuff I had, even my dog tags. Again, it was to strip me down, man. To strip me down and show me I don't need none of that stuff. And I had to start over out here, build my money up, start my businesses, you know what I mean? And this goes to show, you know, none of that stuff is needed, and everything that, you know, comes in your path is not an obstacle. Nothing's an obstacle. If I looked at anything like an obstacle, I would have 4 YouTube channels, 2 TikToks, a Twitter, a Facebook, and Instagram, where I'm constantly pushing out information, and LinkedIn. You know what I mean? Nothing's an obstacle, man. That's why every day, you know, when I'm sore or, you know, I don't feel like working out or whatever, it's another opportunity for me to see what I'm made of. You know what I'm saying? It's another opportunity to see, like this weekend, I'm not going to eat today. I haven't eaten nothing today at all. I'm not going to eat nothing today. I'm not going to eat nothing tomorrow. I want to try to see if I can go 3 days and fast. Do I need to do it? No, I don't. Right? And some people could look at that like an obstacle. It's not an obstacle. It's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's growth. It's growth. So I'm going to continue to do that kind of stuff. The channel's going to grow. We're going to keep doing that kind of stuff, and staying focused. And the main channel, I have King David the Chosen. I talked a lot about this, but I'm redoing that channel. You know what I'm saying? Making it something different. But a lot of those videos from that channel, I will be downloading them like I've been doing. A lot of the videos you see on here are videos from that main channel. The pre-recorded ones, those are videos that I had on that main channel, right? Just dropping knowledge, and those videos didn't get no views because the women kind of tanked my channel. But over here, I'm getting tons of views. You know what I'm saying? I know that's right. All praise to the Most High God. Also, gentlemen, when you have a woman that needs to put a gender on God, get away from her. Get away from her. I don't care if she's not the perfect woman. If she needs to say he, she, or needs to say God's a woman, or don't, get away from her. Get away from her. God is love. Love don't have a gender. If she needs to put a gender on it, she's messed up in the head. She's basically obsessed with being a woman and thinking that woman is God. Get away from her. Okay? I'm not talking junk about you women out there that think that way. Think whatever you want to, but don't never come over here talking to me like that, because I don't even put a gender on God like that. You know what I'm saying? But you over here got to make God into a woman. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Don't come around me with that kind of stuff, right? God is love, and love don't have no gender. So I don't know what's wrong with you. But don't come over here with that stuff, man. All you're showing me is you're a wild woman. That's all you're showing me. And you're showing me you feel like women run everything, and you don't have no balance. You have no balance. You should be teaching us that kind of stuff. Like, okay, listen, God is love, you know, so you gotta make sure you remember that. You shouldn't be talking about God's a woman or he, she. If you're gonna say he, she, just say God. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's really what it is. You want to know the truth about it? They've let the powers that be convince them. It's not the powers that be convince them. You know what I'm saying? They allow the powers that be to let themselves get too far with this penis envy thing, and it's weird to watch women wanting to replace men. But that's what they're doing. They're doing everything that alpha men do, while simultaneously saying that we don't need men and we can't stand men doing this stuff. It's the most hypocritical, weird stuff you'll ever see, man. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. I'm gonna get back on here a little bit later. I gotta check on my son and get him something to eat. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Stay blessed. I'll be back on here later. Stay strong. You know what I mean? Stay on your fitness, your grounding, your meditations, you praying, speaking to God. If you have your Bibles, you know, read your verses, whatever it takes for you to ground yourself, and calm your thoughts. Do that daily. You know, a disciplined man is a winner. A disciplined man is a man that's going to always work his way out of any situation. It's all about discipline. And I believe that's why I'm doing this fast this weekend. Man, I want some steak. But because I want steak, And I know I shouldn't be eating steak like that anyway. I might eat steak next week though. But since I want that steak, I'm gonna fast for a whole I'm gonna try to do 3 days, man. I'm gonna try to do 3 days. But at least 2 days of fasting, man. And I'm talking about just drinking water. Hey, my man, you can have, it's okay to have your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can have whatever opinion you want. And whatever your opinion is, none of my business, right? Right? You see how that goes? See how easy that is? No offense. You see how easy I can get away from somebody trying to project their opinion on me? Whatever your opinion is none of my business. I can respect it. I can appreciate it, but it's none of my business, okay? So that being said, my opinion can also, and should be, you know what I'm saying, none of your business. But also your opinion of my opinion and what I think is none of my business. So there's really no way to really try to look for a reaction out of that. I'm the master at wordplay. You got to be better than that. I am the master at wordplay. I can see through everything, and it's hard to put me in a trap. It's hard. I'm setting up the traps the entire video. I'm setting the traps up the entire video. So when you think you're asking an opposing question or probably going to ask me something that might throw me off, and no, it's not that at all. Roger that. Roger that. But yeah, gentlemen, think about this, man. When I get off of here, I'm getting on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, man. I put out different kind of information over there, okay? And it's a completely different atmosphere. Facts, facts. You know what I'm saying? I just love life. And what I'm going to do is make sure on I was watching the Dane Cook story. I don't know if you guys know this, but Dane Cook started the whole Karen thing. You know that? You know what I'm saying? That dude is, I got 3%. Make sure I make it last. You know that Dane Cook was one of the first comedians to use MySpace as a promotion tool. So he's one of the first guys to use social media to, I watch different stuff, man. And it really inspired me, like, really use social media to really push out God's word. So I'm gonna do everything I can to try to get out content of different, you know what I'm saying, variety or whatever on each platform. So that way I can bring all of us together from TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and we can maybe start doing those kind of little seminar things where we, meet up in some city or something like that and talk about how much semen retention can save your life. And we're not trying to be saints. We're just trying to get closer to God and find ourselves a good woman. We're trying to heal and be better men, or if you're a Sigma lady, switch the roles. Synchronization, man, is going crazy right now. This retrograde got me messing up my words, man, left and right. Look, if you're stumbling over your words or things seem a little bit shuffled, there's a retrograde going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So just bear through it. Once we get through this retrograde, you know what I'm saying, everything go back to normal. If a crazy ex pops up back into your life again, we're going through retrograde. That's all that it is, okay? God is so good, man. Hey, I don't want no one but people that are in sync with me and vibing with me on my channels. And you guys obviously are, because we're getting new subscribers every day. I'm not coming off like some wild man to y'all. Y'all are always agreeing with my videos. Y'all feel the same way. We're going to stay in sync that way. I'm going to get off here before both our phones die. You know what I'm saying? We can charge them up. But you guys stay blessed. Hit the like button. Continue to comment. Love you guys. Even if it's opposing ideology, I'm not going to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I will not be disrespectful. I will politely let you know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yes, sir. Jedi warriors, man. It's all in the mind. Remember, it all starts in the mind, and then you manifest it in your reality. If you don't believe that, watch what I'm doing. I'm going from homeless to multimillionaire. Watch me. Stay blessed, Reflection. Love y'all.